Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WCS America Premier League. This is Group B. We are currently in the losers series of Oz versus State. It's currently 1-1 in this best of 3. This is the ace match here.
Wow, State taking that last game in a great fight in the end there. I mean, the positioning was great for State. The fight was at a moment when he had the superior army size. He was up by 20 food at that moment. It was just everything came together for State in that game. Very, very nicely played, and I think that's going to surprise a lot of people that he took a map off of Oz.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to pull it all together once again in game number 3 here in order to take out Oz once again and then take on Scarlet. And that's going to be a really scary game there for him. You know, this is if I win here, now I have to go play Scarlet, and Scarlet's such a tough opponent. But it looks like both our players are ready.
She really is. Of course, we've seen Violet already advance from this group in first place to the round of 16, and whoever loses this match will fall out. The winner of this match will go up against Scarlet. The winner of that match will join Violet in the round of 16 of the WCS American Premier League. Oz is ready. State is ready too. We're starting the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cloud Kingdom is our map. This is going to be game number 3, as previously stated. Pretty exciting stuff. And of course, you know, the loser of the next series, of course, will also be going into the challengers.
This is true. This is true.
A lot on the state. Lot on state here.
A lot is on State. A lot is on Oz. Both these players have to win this map to stay in the WCS American Premier League.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, spawning up here in the top right-hand corner, our red Protoss player. It is State. And down here in the bottom left-hand corner, our blue Protoss player from Team Evil Geniuses, it is Oz. Oz has a very scary insignia for his Protoss.
He does. He does. This is a...
Is that the Terran one?
It's a skull.
I
It's a custom one.
It's like a skull zombie.
Yeah, it looks like a bad guy in like a comic strip.
I have no idea who that is. It's very, very scary. Very scary. Anyway, and up here, State's got the mothership core. Or actually, no, sorry, mothership. Just a giant mothership.
Yes, that's the full mother. You know, it's so rare to see that nowadays in Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah, right? I was about to say, this is the only time we'll actually ever see motherships in Heart of the Swarm.
There's that one game when the Protoss has like 10,000 in the bank. It's like, why not?
I could spare the food.
It looks cool, and maybe the cloak will annoy my opponent. There's no way of detection, you know, at this point in the game.
The incredibly slow Arbiter.
Yes.
Sounds like a really bad kid's book.
Except it has a worse version of Recall, and it doesn't have Stasis Trap. So, of course, the Recall is a very powerful spell in the Mothership Core, but it's not quite as useful overall as the Recall was in Brood War.
Yeah, Brood War Recall was amazing. Instant game changer right there.
It was like instant Nidus Canal. If the Nidus Canal builds instantly, and it can send out all the units at once.
And doesn't do that horrible screech.
Yes. Let your opponent know what's going on. Arbiters are awesome.
Great stuff. I love Arbiters. Just go watch StarCraft Brood War for TVP. Arbiters are the bane of any Terran's existence.
Yeah, talk to Idra about them.
Yeah.
Of course, he played Terran.
Yeah, Idra was a Terran back in StarCraft Brood War. That's why he's so angry. But Probes coming in here, scouting double gas for both of these players. Both of them relying on 2 for each of those gas until they get to their respective... Oh, now actually going up to 3 here for State. And 3 here for Oz.
Oz, of course, still getting that Zealot. State favoring the second gateway instead of that Zealot.
Now, Daybreak, what kind of... we were talking before on Whirlwind, we were preferring more mobile units like air. But on Daybreak...
Or Cloud Kingdom.
Or Cloud Kingdom, yes. Wow. Cloud Kingdom. What type of Protoss composition is more preferable on this map?
Blink Stalkers can be pretty strong here because it's all that different, you know, range of spots you can blink up into the main from. But also, fast expansion builds I actually like because it's not too hard to triple force field this entryway. So if you have enough sentries, you can block that entryway and buy yourself some time. Photon Overcharge is also well placed on its nexus to really defend your ramp. It's not easy for your opponent to force field your ramp. So I'm a big fan of fast expanding on Cloud Kingdom. But really, you know, PvP, the maps matter, but not as much as they would in a non-mirror matchup. So whatever your favorite style is, I think you can still go for that. Here we see both players going for that Twilight tech build.
Quite right. Both of them popping out more and more Stalkers, of course.
Big difference though. Oz saving up lots of Chrono Boost. He'll be more likely to go for the Blink technique, especially with the amount of gateways he's producing, whereas State is about to put down that Dark Shrine.
I was about to say, because State threw out a Sentry, I was a little bit curious if he was going to go into Blinker after that, but of course you can't, because, I mean, that's a pretty big investment to go for a Sentry when you're going to go for Blink. So throwing down that Dark Shrine, very, very nicely done here by State.
It's really good.
Can he make it happen? Make something happen? Because he's going to have a lot of Blink Stalkers to deal with.
Yeah, the pressure is going to be on Oz to to get in there, get some damage done, or at the very least scout and identify the fact that the Dark Shrine is happening before those DTs come out. State pulling that proxy pylon.
Oh, the Mothership Core is running straight on into the base. Is it going to see the Dark Shrine?
Oh, it is.
It does. It sees the Dark Shrine. The jig is up. State is now going to be in a little bit of a difficult spot. Robo Facility instantly thrown down here by Oz.
This is going to be a very interesting situation. Of course, Oz isn't going to die to the Dark Templar, but if he can't get any damage done with this Blink, then he may not be significantly ahead either.
He's going to hope that he's going to have to hope that the Dark Shrine's going to zone Oz from being able to do too much damage to State's own base.
State does not have energy or Photon Overcharge quite yet. There's Stalkers in the main. Blink's not done yet, though. He can't blink over the Force Field. Oz moved up perhaps a little bit too early, losing 2 Stalkers there. That actually can make a significant difference.
Oh, but State's scouting Stalker comes back at the wrong time and gets taken out by Oz's 3 Stalkers. And here comes that first Dark Templar.
Going to 4-gate Blink. No pylon in the main. Dark Templar being warped in defensively. Of course, it could be State knows his opponent scouted Dark Shrine, so doesn't want to really send the offensive Dark Templar out quite as fast, prioritizing his defense, anticipating his opponent will have detection available.
Now that first Dark Shrine, the offensive one at least, is now heading across the map, and Oz's Observer scouts it immediately as it comes out of the Robo Facility, and actually moves out of the way. He knows that he's got that second Observer that's going to pop right out of the Robo Facility.
Oh, a beautiful Blink to trap that DT, and those things are expensive.
Oh, now State is in a very difficult spot.
Oh, it's still
once this Observer gets over here, he's not going to have the advantage of those Dark Templar to really do so much for him.
State's going to have to use Photon Overcharge to buy time until his Blink completes.
But meanwhile, Oz can use this time to possibly even grab a quick Nexus and start getting into an expansion.
Oh, Oz, another proxy pylon going up. He wants to put on some pressure, looks like. I think State should be to defend.
Baits out the Photon Overcharge. Now he just has to back out and just kind of hold off.
He escapes.
He escapes.
Oh, DT snuck into Oz's base. 1 Stalker there, but 1 Stalker doesn't beat a DT unless it's being microed. If he's microing that, he can't attack at the same time. Oh, Probe's getting away, but DT taking out Probe after Probe. Up to 9 kills. 10
kills. 11 kills, and it finally goes down. Look at that income tab. 26-16. State has thrown himself back into the game.
Oh, but
he's be very careful here.
He's moving down before his extra economy really kicks in. Yeah, stay back. Oof. He scared me, man. Right now, he has 4 warp gates. That means, and he has the economy to fully support them. On the other hand, Oz can't afford to warp in units at the same rate. So over the next minute or two, State will have more Stalkers. And then it's going to be Blink Stalker Mirror with State with the greater unit count. He is getting a Forge. I think he's a little paranoid about potential DTs of his opponent.
Very, very nicely done here by State, throwing himself way back, right back into this game. And if he's able to hold off Oz and actually is able to turn this in, Force Field is forced out here by the Sentry. Blinks down, takes out the Mothership Core. There is a Time Warp, but these Stalkers don't really have to rely on movement right now, and they are taking down so many of Oz's Stalkers. But is it enough? A lot of damage being done here. 2 more Zealots coming in here to tank more damage from the Stalkers. The Blink forward from State, continuing to take out more. The Mothership Core still alive. But it looks like the Stalker numbers here for State are going to win, and with Oz not having too much behind this.
Wow, what a close fight. Oz having a Blink cooldown available, so was able to trade a little more cost efficiently early on, but then State's superior warp-in, superior unit count really took its toll, drove Oz back, and in the last final seconds of that battle, Oz's Stalkers just got decimated.
And a look at the unit counting station right now. It's 26 to 23 probes. State still in the lead there, but 14 to 6 Stalkers and the Mothership Core. No Mothership Core here. No Photon Overcharge.
No force field goes down to prevent the Stalkers from going up the ramp. States in a straight-on Blink Micro War. Some of the Stalkers not being able to engage, but he still has a greater unit count.
And blinks ahead to finish off Oz's forces. State wins the game. State wins 2-1 in this series, which means State's going to now go on against Scarlet. Oz is going to be eliminated, put down into the Challenger League.
Wow. What an impressive win by State, taking down Oz. That's no easy feat. This guy is an incredible Korean Protoss opponent from Team Evil Geniuses. So State, he's still alive, but he's not out of the fire yet. He's going to go up against Scarlet next. Of course, we'll get to that match very soon. But first, let me remind you guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the MLG Pro Shop, MLGProShop.com. We have a lot of cool stuff there. We've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts, a lot of different apparel you guys can check out.
Quite right. Now, yeah, you can see that Nike track jacket, very nice looking. It's pretty nice and soft, I'm sure. 100% polyester, available in black and blue. There we go. I'm wearing blue. You're wearing black.
That's right.
It's exactly this, but except it's a jacket and completely looks different. We're going to get into a commercial break, guys. Before we get into our next series, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.